This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Wow.
That was a long week.
What a long break. Wow. We're back.
And I wore the same outfit for
I
continuity.
know, same. I thought I'd just come back and wear the same thing as not to confuse
Continuity
anyone.
matters.
Yeah. How you been, doll? It's been a whole week since I've seen you.
I've got no news. No news.
No news. You were telling me though you're rewatching the Rachel Zoe project.
So since hearing about Rachel joining Beverly Hills, I've been rewatching her show, and I've decided that she's not nice.
No.
And I don't like. It's a shock. I can't imagine. I can't see her changing that on the new show. Except the only thing is now she's not the boss.
Yeah. How is she going to go with... I mean, it depends who else is on. I'm assuming Erica Jane will still be there because Andy fucking loves that crook.
Imagine she'll probably make fun of Sutton for what she wears.
Yeah. Jealous of what?
And I do love Sutton when she's mid-breakdown.
Yeah, we need Sutton to be insecure. We don't like it when she's too... When she's
too
confident.
cocky.
No.
Knock
her down a few pegs.
Very annoying when she's cocky.
And she's great.
But when she's like about to have a breakdown, that's my favourite.
Mm. Oh, hello, darling. I've got a tiny dog here. Yes. Yes.
What have you been watching lately?
We just smashed through the Squid Game Part 3.
I've only seen the first season.
Okay. You didn't fuck with...
I did.
2?
I just forgot that there was more out.
They just dropped it. Look, let's be honest. It's not really season 3. It's like season 2, part 2. They just like chopped it in half to like sprinkle it out throughout the year. It's really good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it a lot. And there's a cameo from someone that you do not expect to be in the Squid Game universe.
No, tell me.
Do you mind if I
tell
spoil? And it's in the very last minute of the last episode because they're bridging it over to like a US version.
Oh.
And so the show ends and you're like, oh.
Wait, who?
Kate Blanchett.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Our
Kate Blanchett.
I squealed. Like,
wait, so is she going to be in the US
She's like
one?
one of the like hench people.
Running.
She's like an evil...
So she's running the US sector.
She's franchising out on the Squid Games phenomenon, and she's got a thirst for blood.
I never thought I would see her with...
Cannot believe it.
But, I mean, Squid Games is like elite. Like, the show, like the production value and all that.
It's
like,
incredible.
Yeah, right.
I think it's one of the most watched things on Netflix, surely. Like
Christina.
We've got an excited chihuahua on our hands. But yeah, so that I was shook by, and now I cannot wait for whatever the fuck they're building, like a cinematic universe around Squid Game, of course.
Yeah, and everything's a universe,
and our Kate's going to be involved.
Can you imagine if she just isn't? They've recast her.
It's like psych. Oh, she'll probably be in it. I reckon like one episode.
Or like get killed off very easily.
Because she's playing the part of like, you know how there's the people that recruit you to go on this weekend? She's like one of those people playing the game in the side street or the subway or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So those people aren't really in it much.
Yeah.
So I don't think she's going to be like...
I had no idea.
Masked villain.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy her.
Me too.
You know, who doesn't?
She's our Kate. Yeah, that's all I'm really watching. There's not really, do you fuck with Miami?
Yes.
Oh, thank fuck. That show is like, blink and you'll miss something.
Can I just say,
yeah,
Alexia every season, fucking roller coaster. She's going down a ramp with rocks hitting her.
You never know what you're going to get with
every single
Ms. Alexia.
season. No, but how can one person's life be that chaotic?
It's crazy.
And she still looks that good.
She looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm a little bit shocked at
Julia.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, no. Not cute.
And I've never been a big fan of her. Like, she's been good, but I think she needs to be a friend.
I like her for the kooky factor.
Yeah.
And I love, like, Martina being in the show. Like, that to me is quite funny.
I just wish Kiki and Julia's spots had swapped because Kiki is incredible.
Kiki's iconic. I love Kiki.
Yeah.
She's always bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
Funny lines, great looks. All of the fashion in Miami is like so my vibe. Yeah. I love like a sexy, hot, like Latin vibe.
But also it's like fluoro.
It's fluoro. It's Prince. Like they're not afraid to just do that. I'm so here for it.
Yeah. Miami's good. Like they haven't had a bad season ever.
No.
Like, even in between, like, the break.
And good example of a show where they did have a break and it came back and it was good.
Yeah.
So,
and also the bigger budget.
Melbourne
the bigger
producers.
Well, you know, we can only hope.
Exactly.
Because I would love to get that job and that contract again.
Yes. Thank you. Thanking you kindly. Yeah. Well, let's get back into the lovely city of Vancouver, shall we?
BC.
What a fucking roller coaster. Speaking of roller coasters, so we left last season and we had the Jody pylon, which you're snapping to. You're like, finally, this bitch is getting told that she's horrible.
Thank God.
Then we have the reunion, which was kind of weird.
It was like a big build up for not a lot of payoff. Like all fart, no shit. In the words of Penny Fleur.
It was a big long fart. That reunion. It was back in the days where they thought that the Housewives was about like, ooh, people watch because they want to know like how much these ladies like spent on their dresses. So they went around being like, how much did you all spend?
Yeah.
And then it ended with the most awkward thing besides the Remington and the steak story, which was incredible. But then we get the host being like, so who's going to come back for season 2? Which I was like, you can't ask them that on camera at the reunion. It was so awkward. And they all just look around and they're like, yeah. And you can tell straight away, especially with Christina, she's like,
Christina has other things to do, men to meet.
She's hungover.
She'll be too hungover to start filming.
She's
and
like,
rightfully so. Like, how much wine do you think they consumed during season 1?
It was like, who would want to put up with Jody again for another season?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we do lose Christina, which was a huge mistake. We
lost our youngest housewife and gained an even younger one.
Yes. And we also lost Reiko, which was not a huge mistake. With that, I was like, okay, she did good.
She just seemed to be, like, apart from, you know, when it directly involved her.
Yeah.
She was always just on the sidelines, just, you know, like, trying to keep the peace.
Yeah.
You know, she was good commentary, but she didn't really...
Great supporting cast.
Yeah.
Essential to the drama of the $2,000 merchant fee.
I'm still pissed off for her.
I hope she got that money back from that witch. So I miss Christina, but I can see why she didn't want to go. And I can also see why this was the season that killed the franchise. Because it was this season is uncomfortable.
It's just weird. Like, I just remember it feeling so disjointed.
Yeah.
And almost just a bit like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we trying to do? Season 1 felt like it flowed really well. And it was all like, cameras were just filming
and it was
action.
Camp. Like, like Jody.
Even when it wasn't trying to be.
Even when it wasn't trying to be, it was camp. And like, you could kind of put up with Jody's like silly antics especially because, you know, we were on the right side of history by the end of the season. Everyone hated her. But then this season, you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone where you're like, hang on.
Did we all forget what happened?
Did we all forget? Why do we all like her again now? And then we've lost 2 of the key players of that.
Yeah.
And it becomes an absolute Mary pylon.
Yeah.
Which I don't think she was prepared for, the poor thing.
No.
And I certainly did not enjoy watching it at all.
It's like watching, like, you know, like an animal get, like, picked on by the bigger animals. And you're like, oh, this isn't nice to watch.
Yes.
Like, I feel like I should do something. I want to step in.
Oh.
And I'm yelling at my TV.
Screaming. We get 2 new cast members. 3.
Who's the third?
Oh, do we? Yeah, Amanda, Robin,
Oh,
and
that's right.
Yulia. I almost forgot
Yulia.
about Amanda.
I hate pronouncing that name, Yulia.
Yulia.
I-O-U.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's read through the taglines to get acquainted with our girlies. Ronnie's is life's a journey. It's just more fun on a private jet.
Did we see her in a private jet in this one?
I don't know.
I know she's got a boat.
Is a seaplane a jet? Amanda's is I put my demons behind me, but I am still no angel. And to that I say, correct, Amanda, you are no angel.
No.
You are actually a terrifying individual.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
low
yeah.
key, really scary, and also a bit of a plant in the sense that like she's already good friends with Mia, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay.
But can you imagine, like, all right, so producers are casting again and they bring on your daughter's friend.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
Totally.
I need to see what these bitches look like
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Look them up now. We've been doing a bit of a Where Are They Now deep dive.
Wait, season
Because there was
2.
no reunion. This is it's kind of Sydney season 1 this season where like it was great because it's chaos, but then you can totally understand why they didn't like continue.
Yeah. Oh,
God,
God, they look rough.
Mary is next. Her tagline is life in the spotlight can be tough when you don't know who to trust. Again with the spotlight.
Yeah, it look fair, but also like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We get it. You're famous. You're a singer.
Robin, our country girl, she says, I may be a country girl, but I've got this city in the palm of my hand.
This Hannah Montana looking bitch.
This fucking bitch. These
No, I didn't want to
bangs.
like her, but like
I
was a
kind of
big-
did.
I was a Hannah Montana fan at the time, so when she came in with the front blunt fringe, I was
She's-
like, oh,
She's giving MAGA.
yeah.
But do you know what? Yeah, I hate to admit that I really liked Robin.
Like I wanted to like her because she was just a bad person.
Oh, horrible.
Horrible.
But
Who can't sing?
the way she threw down in this show and the way she just became central to pretty much all of the drama this
Yeah.
season. Like, well done.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. But just like,
Yeah.
yeah, not a great person. None of these girls on here really are good people.
Next is Yulia, who says, Vancouver's beauty is one of a kind, just like me.
Look, it's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jody is nothing tastes as sweet as success, and I've got the perfect recipe for it.
Still hissing.
Like proper Beelzebub. Like it's just like fucking hell.
She's going to be one of the demons when they redo
Yes.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
She's a demon. Episode 1 is called New Faces and Old Wounds.
Wait, before we get into that,
Yeah.
what would your tagline be?
I get asked this all the time.
Oh, do you?
I have one that I kind of have had just ready to go for a while. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny, but I need a new one.
Okay.
But my one is that feedback is a gift, and I'm just so giving.
Look, I like it. I like it.
What would yours be?
Out of the Gold Coast and into the spotlight.
Incredible. JC Gill.
Because I'm from the Gold Coast originally.
Love
and
it.
now,
You're in the spotlight with Mary Silber. Poetry in motion. So New Faces and Old Wounds. Mia's got a new schnoz. This was like the best. Also, give Mia a tagline. Put her in the fucking.
I don't know why she didn't join.
First mother-daughter.
No, Johannesburg
Oh,
had a
they-
mother-daughter.
Okay, well, I haven't fucked with Johannesburg, have I? But they had a mother-daughter and they both were in the cast. Wow.
They were both housewives. Neither one of them married.
Great.
Yeah. And they fought.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mia's nose job, incredible. She looks
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I've been dropping a book on mine for years. Like, you know, would love one.
Ronnie is emotional with Mary and guilts her into coming to her barbecue. Ronnie is in a place of like daytime Emmys at the moment after the the reunion. She's just like wheeling out this story. It's kind of incredible.
It's probably all she talked about for months.
You can tell Ronnie's like watched herself back on season 1 and gone, there's some reassessment that needs to happen.
Yeah.
In some life choices.
Yep.
Which we love for her. But one of the choices she makes is just fully just going back to Jody after saying that she'll never speak to her again. And then she's just full Team Jody. Like, what does Jody have something on her? I know the opposite gets
I wonder if she
suggested, but I think it's this way.
Yeah, I think there's just like like there's like that toxic friend that just draws you back in a little bit and is like, I've changed. I'll never be like that again.
Jody's just actually quite manipulative, and I'm surprised that it works because shit would not work on me.
Nah. I just couldn't deal. I couldn't deal with it.
I guess all the people it worked on have now left, bar Mary.
Yeah.
Anyway, they sign a contract with each other. I have to have each other's backs at the start of the season, which I was like, ooh, can't wait to see this not happen. Mary meets Julia at a gallery.
They love meeting people at a gallery. They love going to an art gallery and not looking at the art.
No, well, Julia's trying to be like an art dealer, which I'm like, okay, amazing. I think she looks a bit Nicole Page Brooks.
A little bit.
With the like slut strands and
yes.
the highlights.
A chunky highlight. I love it.
Ronnie meets Texan Robin, another newbie.
Hannah Montana.
Yes, Hannah Montana, who I love. Robin, she's conservative and very pearl clutchy, but like in her opening scene, it's like her like writhing in a hot tub in a bikini for no reason.
Isn't she wearing an American flag?
I'm
bikini?
pretty sure. She's like tits out for Texas.
And her whole
So
storyline
good.
is like wanting to be a singer.
Yes, and I love how she kind of wants to ride on Mary's coattails. She like sucks up to Mary because she wants to like get in, but some funny stuff ensues with the national anthem, which we'll get to. Ronnie meets Robin, and they ride some horses. So there's more horse girl content for you.
There's like, we get it. You're rich. You ride horses.
Yes.
Sorry, VM.
Jody meets with Adam H.
Again.
Oh no, sorry. I'm reading the wrong thing. With I wish it was Adam H. It's Amanda, who I'm calling Amanda Levine because at this point she's wearing like the black, like dark ring, eye makeup.
But she's young.
Yeah.
She's like, how old is she? Like 20?
I don't know.
She's Mia's friend, so
yeah. And she's making kombucha, which I think in 2013 was like a new thing.
So she was ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the original remedy.
She is. And she tells us that she's a sober girly, which we're like, great. We love that for you. I wonder if there'll be any tension around that at any point. Jody immediately intimidates her and is just her usual horrendous self.
But then, like, so you've got your friend's mum being mean to you on a show. Like,
yeah, it's pretty weird.
That shit wouldn't fly.
Amanda, I think this must have been one of the first times Amanda filmed because she seems really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To be there, like she's not. Yeah.
But even her house wasn't. Like, how did she get on?
I don't know. Yeah, there's not much of like her backstory in this show.
No, and like she doesn't look. But she doesn't look that rich.
True.
I mean, you don't have to all be rich to be on it, but like, fake it till you make it. Like, play the part?
Yeah. Amanda tells us she's replaced booze with sex and working out, which I'm like, okay, Diva.
Another addiction.
Yeah. But then she's like, so at this point you think she's going to be kind of fun, but she's not.
No.
She's not. She's just like a henchman that's been put on the show to like back up Jody blindly, which is weird. She's also starving her children. She's like, we just have eggs for dinner. And I'm like, sorry?
That's what I have when I am in between invoices. And I'm like, oh.
Exactly. But like, you haven't got children. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, haha, I'm self-proclaimed domestically disabled. Which I was like, no, I think you're just actually like, this is child abuse.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like you're just not feeding your kids.
So crazy.
And her kids were young as well.
Yeah. I think this is back when it was like cute to be like, hee, like Olsen twins vibe. Like,
Oh,
I don't eat.
yeah.
Ha ha. How funny is that? It's like, you should probably
Yeah.
see someone about that.
Yeah, like eating disorders aren't
Hot anymore.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Oh, Mary's housekeeper, Mari, makes another appearance. She's in season 1 as well. We didn't talk about her. She's like the Russian housekeeper or something. She's amazing.
She's fun. She's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like giving her like shit about what she wore one part.
Really good. We needed more of her
Yeah.
on the show. We meet Yulia. She's 26, which I was like, what? We can get younger than Christina?
I just can't imagine being 26 and going on a show where I'm going to be bullied.
Crazy.
Like that's still a child to me.
And so she's Russian, and the mail order bride jokes start almost immediately, and she has to deny this, which I'm just like, oh, okay. It felt very of another time.
Was she single?
No, she was with the guy. Remember, with the 2 hot sons, and we get more stepson fantasy,
Yes.
like porn, like search terms coming into the mix. Yeah, she's always like taking them out for drinks, and she's like, "Oh, let's stepmom buy you the drinks." You know, she's with the older guy. Anyway,
I love that.
her storyline is very 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, what? Blink if you need help, babe. Blink.
Oh, she knows what she's doing.
She was having fun. I bet she was.
So at this barbecue, we meet all the new bunch together for the first time. They all make fun of the Texan and Russian accents, which I'm like, okay.
Why are we still making fun of people? Like, that's not... it's 20... When was this done?
2013.
So only
straight
1
away
year
afterwards. Yeah.
Wow.
To think that they just picked up filming again after that season, they all needed like
The day after
a
reunion.
mental health break.
The day after reunion, they're back up filming.
Jody tries to blank Mary, but Mary's on some high road shit at this point, and she's like, "Hi, Jody," blah, blah. And Jody's like, "Oh, hi," and they like try and be nice. Robin is pretty much like straight to Amanda. She's like, "Oh, alcoholics? Like, what? That's not real. You just don't drink. I don't know. Like, who cares?" And Amanda's like shook.
Like,
It's
it
like
ruins
so
my life.
crazy. So this barbecue is at the Ronnie compound, and it is for the paramedics that saved Remington's life on that fateful steak day. So of course we get another like
The
days of
A-grade
our-
Wagyu steak.
Yeah. We get like another Days of Our Lives like speech about it. And then Remington is like begging Mary to sing. And Mary's like, "Oh, like
Like, have a new song.
yeah, good thing I've got poetry in motion ready to go." So she sings that, and it's very sweet. It's a very like heartfelt moment. Yeah, and look, upon further research with Ronnie and her family, she's had some really horrible things happen. So I want to refrain from like any further like jokes about Ronnie's family, because I think it's a bit poor taste. But I did just really enjoy this scene in particular.
Yeah.
With Mary singing to Remington. It was quite cute.
It's nice, like, when, you know, the kids are in it and not being used as like, you know, to come in fighting for their parents like Mia does. We've got stuff to say about
We
Mia.
do. I was so rooting for Ronnie at this point, because like, yeah, I went on a roller coaster with her last season. This season I was like, yes, I love you, Ronnie. I was really wanting her to like, sure, play the fence a little bit, but like be reasonable about how toxic Jody is. And then she like really lets you down, doesn't she?
And it's such a shame, like, when they come in and they've clearly watched themselves for a season and gone, "Oh, okay, like that just isn't a good look for me. Like, that's not who I want to be."
Yeah.
And you can tell when people go, "I don't want to be that person." And then you can tell when people go, "I'm going to hide this side from the camera."
Yeah.
You know, but they're still the same person. And she started off the first one and then just quickly went to the second.
I think it's because she was in a vulnerable place. Like, stuff with her family. As we discussed, she's like a bored housewife to begin with, so she's already kind of got a bit
My
of
favorite
time
type
on
of
her
housewife.
hands. She's filthy rich, too much money. She knows what to do with. Obviously, some issues with alcohol. I think she was just like in a fragile place, and like Jody really like took advantage.
No better choice than to go on a housewife show.
Episode 2 is called Drag Queens and Drama Queens, and we love it when they come to
our space,
the community,
and they've probably never seen a drag show before.
Well, Robin certainly hasn't. Robin tells us that a man in a dress is wrong, which I was like, great. Thanks, Robin.
I bet you're telling your hairdresser the same. That's why he gave you that haircut.
Exactly.
You know, like that
Sabotage.
front blunt fringe is something.
Sure is. Robin and Mary have lunch. She wants some singing advice for this. Sorry, I can't say this with straight face. To sing the national anthem at an equestrian event. And then I was like, what the fuck? This storyline is so crazy to me.
Isn't
the
she
singing.
Coached by like a 10-year-old boy.
Well, it like starts with her, like Robin suggesting it. Then like next thing you know, Mary's like auditioning as well.
Yeah.
But then the whole thing was just like a producer-led thing anyway. Like this is where you start to go, all right, season 2.
Yeah. Like clearly there wasn't enough happening organically.
They
exhausted themselves in season 1.
And they had to fabricate some drama, which they
Yeah.
definitely did this season. They could have done that too in season 1. We just didn't pick up on it. But this season, I was like, I see you, producers.
I think
you are
because
right there.
The cast all brought their A game in season 1 that it was so natural feeling that they, you know, clearly weren't all great friends before. So they just, you know, it felt like, they're not getting along. This one, there are things that are set up and you're like, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, totally. Amanda gives Jody a taste of her kombucha. And surprisingly, she's actually like into it. I thought she was going to be like, it's disgusting.
Have you had a homemade kombucha?
Yeah, I've like made it before.
And?
It's vinegary. It's not great. But Jody was like kind of fair about it. I was like, oh, I thought she'd be, you know, reveling.
But she appreciates a foodie entrepreneur.
She does.
You know?
From scratch. She built her empire from scratch. Amanda calls Yulia a Russian spy and a mail order bride. And I'm like, fucking hell.
Pick one.
It's like, whoa.
It's wild. Like it's all coming back to me as you like mentioned this. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. And then we meet Amanda's like weird boyfriend, this like guy from Seattle or something, and he comes over and they every time they're on screen together, they're just like making out, and it's like, oh, who are you guys trying to fool?
I just don't think that. I don't really vibe with Amanda.
Not one bit. Not from the start. I was like, absolutely not.
No.
She reminds me of like a Schitt's Creek character.
Yeah.
She looks really plain.
Yeah.
She looks like average Levine. And I just, I'm not here for Amanda.
Nah.
But she is essential to some of the drama in this season.
Yeah. And clearly casting saw something with her.
Yeah.
That they were like, we need her on this show. But...
And we love watching like someone go through like recovery and then make that their personality on TV. Mia's new personality is she's a fag hag. She's like, yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, I'm actually a big fag hag. But she says some things that I was like, oh, okay. I'm like
questioning.
Like, I was kind of like, I kind of am here on board for Mia this season.
I don't think. I think it's like she was. I couldn't tell if I liked her as a person or if she was just like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you can't separate her from her mum.
No.
It's like hard to do. But I think if you were to get her out of there.
Yes.
She'd, like on her own, she'd be fun.
We know what she got up to when she was on her own.
Exactly. Amanda breaks down about her alcoholism at lunch with Yulia. Ronnie still says she also doesn't believe in alcoholism, and I'm like, oh,
it's just such a like. Why would you go on a show and say that to someone who's clearly going through issues. Like, I mean, it's one way to get drama.
I just think it's too close to home, this topic, and
Yeah.
I think they don't want to go there because it's like they are all a little bit borderline.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did she say? She gives this analogy. She's like, you don't call call a midget a midget. And I'm like, oh my God. And then she calls, she says that in the thing.
It was
She's
a
like,
different world with
Yeah.
a different vocab.
And it's like, okay. Robin is a total homophobe and hates drag, but she will resentfully go to the like pride party.
It gives me a little bit of like Lizzie from OC.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, like seeing the drag show, but like Bible thumping.
Those
like when she goes home
ladies down there. Jody's gays. Jody rents these like plastic gays.
I don't
Do you
remember
this?
that part.
They get in and it's a short scene, but I remember it because it was like they were so horrible and they just seemed
Were they hot?
No, they were like really like I don't know. It also they weren't close. You could tell she just was like they were the only gays
Crowd
she knew.
for rent.
And she was like, "Oh, these are my best friends." And I'm like,
Oh,
sure.
she's
like we've both been there, I'm sure, where you're suddenly being very familiar.
yeah.
We head to Pride because Mary's got her gays with her as well, but they look like actual people.
Well, you can tell when like someone is actually friends with,
Yes,
you know,
and Mary's gays like they're actually friends. You can tell. Whereas like Jody's gays, I was like, you picked these guys off the street out the front of the gay bar
on the way
You were like,
to
it's
filming.
me, Jody from Real Housewives. Get in. Yeah,
We're filming.
exactly. And Mary, why are you here? Is what Jody says to Mary. This is fucked. Like, you are at Pride. Chill out, Jody. Like, can't you just take a break?
And also, Mary looks like she's one for the gays as well. Like, she's probably more wanted there than anyone else at that cast.
Totally.
But there's something about, like, early 2000... I don't know if 2014's early 2000s.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, there's something about, like, early seasons of, like, some of these shows where it's like, oh, they are homophobic.
Yes. Totally. Well, in any case, they're, like, being tourists in the space for their own benefit at this point, which is kind of gross. But, like, we're down to have the housewives at the gay bar, but just like don't be shit. I don't know.
Like, I don't know what I would do or say if I saw Jody rock up.
I would actually be
gagging.
I would be like, Jody. But
I hate you.
I actually don't know if I would. She's probably the only housewife in the world I like don't actually want to meet.
She's
honestly
awful.
Yeah, because it's not.
There's no competition.
Fun.
Like, I've never seen like anyone on any of these shows that I've hated from the get-go and still just gone, ugh.
Amanda confronts Robin about the alcoholism thing and she apologizes, which I was like, oh, okay. She may be a southern, like, conservative idiot, but she's got a little bit of heart.
Secretly, she still just believes it's not real.
Totally.
She's like, I'm just saying sorry to...
Moving on.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is called Catwalks and Catfights. Mia is hungover from Pride. We get like a similar hangover situation from our girl Christina, but now it's Mia.
Of course. I wonder if she woke up in the bed of another girl.
Could have been. Jody terrorizes her, which was kind of funny. Then we get the national anthem people calling Mary. This is so funny. They like call Mary and they're like, you're in, but Robin's out. And it's like really awkward. And she's like, oh, okay. I'm going to have to break this news. But then like, who was this on the phone? Because that turns out to be not true.
Yeah.
This
but
is
also,
like, what the fuck?
If that was the case, wouldn't the people who were casting it or like, you know, finding the talent call the other person and go, I'm so we've gone in a different direction.
But like to do it through Mary, I was like, come on.
Do you think it was a producer calling?
100%. Or they were told to do this. I don't know. It was clunky. Also, what is this event? It's some equestrian thing. Who gives a shit? They would not have auditions.
No.
Come on.
Oh, if I volunteered then and there, they'd be like, sure.
Sure. I'm surprised they even, Anyway, they end up with 3 of them, which is crazy. Because, that's right. It's not the national anthem. It's the national anthems. So they do both of them. So good.
And she's a Texan, so she's going to sing the American.
She's really getting into that American national anthem. Of course, for no reason, there's a fashion show thing with Amanda and Yulia. And this is so funny. Like, these two, like, at each other. I love when Yulia, like, passive-aggressively is like, oh, I'm just going to have another glass of champagne, like, around Amanda, because she doesn't drink. It's like, oh.
There's a part of it where you're like, okay, like, you know what you're doing. You're good.
Yeah.
But then I can't imagine what this other woman's thinking going, okay. Like, I can't drink.
But their rivalry just off the bat is kind of great because I think they're both like young and hot, and there's a bit of a like they're vying for that position.
Yeah.
Then we get my favorite line, not just of this season, but of the whole show.
Give it.
You're a little bitch, aren't you? So Ronnie, we get wine drunk Ronnie to Amanda, just going, oh yeah, you're a little bitch, aren't you? And she's like, sorry? It's crazy because she delivers it with just this like smile on her face.
She's in her like, soap opera.
It's incredible. And then clearly she's popping some pills at this point as well because it does come up later and she like adamantly denies it. But I'm like, she's Meredith Marksing. Like,
Zannied out.
She's the Zans and the wine and the booze. And then she even goes, you're very welcome, you little bitch.
You know what?
Crazy.
My new saying,
you're very welcome,
you little bitch.
You're a little bitch, aren't you? So good. Robin and Ronnie meet up. And Robin tells us about the national anthem drama. And she blames it on Adam H. He's finally back. The studio. And this is so funny. They're like... Because she's just like wailed into the microphone like... And apparently he's done some like...
Names.
Villainary... Like he's gone in and like fucked with the track. And I'm like, no, honey. You sang that. Soz.
I can't imagine like singing something and being so bad at it that I'm like, I'm just going to blame whoever linked up this mic. Like, if I sound bad on this, I'm going to blame
because I edited it. Yeah, exactly. You're trying to tell me that we've edited something.
You're a little bitch.
You're a little bitch. You're a little bitch. You're very welcome, you little bitch. Yulia turns down a spray tan. This is so funny. Like, these two between each other. And then she like shades Amanda, but she's like, oh yeah, you go get your spray tan though. I'll just watch. And she's just like, oh, you look like orange. You look like dipped in orange. It's so funny.
You know what? There's no way I would be turning down spray tan. No chance in hell.
Well, they're doing like a bikini catwalk outside of a shopping
I've
mall.
never met a tan I don't like,
Exactly.
including me.
That's your tagline.
I've never met a tan I don't like.
Including me. So good. And it's you like in a bikini on the beach.
Dipped in orange.
Yeah. Robin plays the recording of the national anthem to Mary, who's like, girl, you sound fine. And she's like, furious. It's so good. Yulia and the stepsons. She's totally fucking them and I love it. It's very this show just to have children involved.
Well, they've continued on from season 1 of like inappropriateness with the children or their actual children.
Yes. Amanda and Yulia do this fashion show and oh my god, like Yulia looks incredible. Amanda doing this walk, she's got this like weave on or something, or like they've permed her hair in these like ringlets. Do you remember this? And they're like bouncing around. It was such a nothing moment, but I just was laughing so much.
I just
Amanda's
love
walk.
the look of Yulia.
Yeah, she's so good.
Like, she just has this look where it's like, it's so hot, a hot bitch. Like,
it is giving.
Like, she knows that she's
hot.
hot.
Yeah, I'm into her. Oof. Robin's bangs. No.
Oof.
Jody and Amanda gang up on Yulia at a dinner. I'm like, oh, she's in the firing line.
There's
this
something I
time.
don't like about when they gang up on someone whose first language isn't English.
Totally.
Like it's a bit awful to watch because you're like, wait, I don't know if she like fully understands what.
Well, like ganging up on anyone for any reason
is awful.
Shit too, but you're right. There's like that layer as well, and you're like, what? Like Jody is literally just like, there's no stopping this.
And you would have thought that she would have
terrorist.
watched herself back and gone, maybe I need to fix this about myself.
The words she uses this, because like in the first season she's pretty gross. They a little bit go on about like Mary's like face and stuff, because their whole big thing is they're like, Mary claims she didn't have filler or whatever, and which again, girl,
same,
right? Like, girl, she's had some fucking filler, but like, who cares if she doesn't want to admit it? Like, just move on. But she was like making fun of her face. It doesn't, just because someone's denying that or whatever, and you want them to admit it, doesn't give you permission to like
out it that they've had work
and then make fun of how she looks constantly, which she does triple down on this season.
It's bad.
She threatens to like end Mary's life multiple times in this season. I like took notes of it because I was like, that's actually a death threat.
Yeah, but
like
these producers were
times.
just like, just keep filming.
They just keep filming, and you're like, whoa, it's
I wonder if they had something in their like contract that said that they're not allowed to like sue.
Who knows?
Because if it was me, I'd be like
straight away. I'd be like, I don't feel safe on this set. Like someone's talking about like
killing me.
Literally, it's so crazy. Anyway, little bitch comes up at this dinner. And Ronnie just like kills her and Yulia. It's like I was dead at this point. Episode 4 is called Second Chances and Second Thoughts. And we start with, this is very you getting salmon sperm. Oh. It's Amanda getting her own blood injected into her face. Is this a thing?
Yeah.
But does it work?
Yes.
Okay. Have you done it?
Yes.
You've had your own blood taken out. And they
PRP spun, then they separate the blood red cells from the white blood cells. Wow. And then they inject the white. It's like the plasma.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. Fuck. Doesn't tickle.
Whoa.
But, you know, like, I'll try anything. If they if they said that,
love the new
if they said that, you know, poop will keep you younger, sure, let's eat it. Like,
amazing.
Like, I've only got sunscreen on my face now. Like, I think everything you know, it's working.
You're killing it. Jody wears her sombrero of strength. Do you remember this? Like, she's got this pink sombrero.
Actually, isn't she just like out and like on her balcony?
Yeah. And we meet her son all of a sudden, and this is whole storyline with her son, which I'm like, okay.
You have a son?
Yeah. I was like, when is this poor boy? And he's like going off to Toronto, and she's like totally paid him to like say nice things about her. It's such a weird shot. Like in this scene,
she's wearing a sombrero.
She's wearing a sombrero, and he's just like, "Oh, Mum, you're the best." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Sounds fake to me.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not buying this. Mary and Amanda catch up and talk about Jody and Ronnie. Mary says she'll think about it when being invited to her birthday dinner. That's right. And Amanda's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't even want you there, and you're not even gonna like. You're gonna like think about it. You should be grateful to get an invite. And I'm like, this is bullying.
It's also just like, you're filming a show, like you know that she's going to be there, whether you want her there or not.
Correct.
Unless you kick her out, then that's better.
Yeah.
I'd rather have someone there and kick them out.
Yeah.
For the drama, than not have them there at all. If I was filming a show, of course.
Not so true. You're right. They made some strange choices this season, which they can't take back.
Like, it's all about, like, storyline. And if you're not really... Like, if you exclude someone, you know that's going to cause some drama, but it's not going to be as much drama as straight up kicking someone out. Look at the elevator from last season.
Let's be honest. Like, Amanda did not need to be in this season.
No.
And I think that was part of... the undoing. Ronnie and Amanda meet to clear the air, but they end up fighting some more. Ronnie tells Amanda that her "don't fuck with me" button has been pushed, and I was like, I love Ronnie when she's like activated.
Oh yeah,
It's like
because
amazing.
she comes out swinging.
She's fierce.
Yeah,
But I'm like, oh, I get really into it. I'm like, yes, Ronnie.
yeah.
But then they bond somehow over like a snake. What happens? They get like a bit mystic. They get a bit
Mystic Meg.
like co-star
oh,
or something, and then they like move on. And I was like, oh,
they're like, oh, yeah, that's such a moon in Taurus thing.
it's totally
Me too,
like that.
babe.
And then they just put it to bed. Ronnie's really good at this. She will like cut a bitch, and then 5 minutes later, you're like, ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
But I
Best
also,
girlfriends, and it's like scary.
but I think that's great on a show like that, because if you hold on to it too long, the season becomes all about the one issue. And some of the best seasons and the best housewives we've seen
Yeah.
are the ones where they can bring something up, talk about it, argue about it. They, step on eggshells for like half an episode, and then they're over it.
Yeah.
The
national anthem gate continues.
so
and
bad.
There's like a child involved now, some like X Factor kid or something, and
Trying to train like a 40-year-old to sing.
and then Robin just like takes over. It's really funny. It's Amanda's birthday dinner, and Mary feels like a lamb to the slaughter. Jody and Mia totally just bully Mary at this. She's so nasty. But I love this. Mary's so funny. She like takes all their bullshit and like bats back a little bit, but then she's like, but Mia's nose does look good. I was like, fuck yeah, Mary.
It's giving me Lisa Barlow toward Britney last season. Like
Yes.
after the recording thing, like we hate her, but she does look really good in her bikini.
It's that fair assessment.
But
and
you know
it's
what?
so
Like
good.
even if you don't like someone, I like how you can still go,
Yeah.
you know what? It looks really good.
Well, yeah, and this is when Jody in confessional like wishes death upon Mary several times actually, and I'm like, what? Like, how are they airing this? It's
But how
so
are they still
crazy.
filming with her?
She's like saying things like, "Oh, maybe Mary just will disappear and like won't be here anymore." And I'd love that. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, that's not funny.
No.
Like, sure, like a bit of shade. Like Jody needs to go to shade school.
yes.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah.
can throw a bit of shade about Mary, but like, imagine if she just went, "Oh, yeah, you haven't got any filler." Yeah, and I'm not Jewish. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that would be funny. But
Yeah.
instead, she's just like, "Oh, Mary lied about a filler. I'm gonna have her taken out."
Yeah. Like,
Sorry?
what do you mean? Like, are you going to put a hit on someone?
So crazy.
It's dark. It's really dark.
Mary tries to leave, but Amanda doesn't let her. This is really fucked. Like, several times Mary tries to leave this party, and they're like, no, you have to stay. And then they just bully her some more, and then she tries to leave. And then this is when so it's episode 5 now, high notes and low blows. Mary lies about a kid being hit by a car to leave the party.
Oh, that's right.
Which she should not have done, but it's kind of amazing. And she backpedals enough to get out of it. But like, bitch, same. I would lie about anything to get out of there.
But wait, doesn't she just go to the room next door?
Yeah.
They're at this restaurant,
Yeah,
and she lies about like, like, isn't it? Oh, my kid's having a party or something, and then like something about a kid being hit, and then all of a sudden, like, one of the other girls is leaving,
This show,
and she's
fucking
like,
can't.
I just walked past her in the next room.
It's crazy. Anyway, Amanda's pissed about it, and of course Jody fires shots, and it's a mess. But yeah, poor Mary, like, you can't do things like this with these women because
No.
they are gonna like interrogate you.
Yeah.
Robin tries to get her to admit it. She's like, "You made a white lie. It was just a little white lie," and she won't. Robin finds out that the kid singing at the national anthem was on Ellen, and then all of a sudden she's like into it. Robin's really funny like this.
I wonder if
She's like,
I wonder if she would still be into it, knowing how Ellen is now.
true.
Probably.
This is like pre-Ellen cancellation, but yeah. Then we get Robin's Coke can outfit. Do you remember this? The like ring,
Yes.
the rings from Coke cans.
Yes.
Jody like can't.
Robin had some really odd choices on this show.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate all of them. I
can't help but have a soft spot for Robin. But
yeah.
Then we hear about Jody getting a gig on Top Chef Canada.
Who in their right mind would want to hire her after her performance in season 1?
It's crazy to me that she was like even asked back on this show, let alone another show. Surely it's the same network, right?
It must have
Gotta
been.
be. Like, there's no fucking way. Well, there's no way this show would put that on. Like, it's got to be cross promo.
It might have been on the same channel.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, but I mean, I just can't imagine like why they would. I don't know.
So we spend most of the rest of the season in Toronto, and then again, this is where it feels really fake because not only does Jody go over, but somehow we need to get Mary and Robin there. So it's like, oh, Mary's going to do some like press for her song or something.
Her one song.
I was like, okay, like just say it's a trip and you're all going to Toronto, ladies. Like I wasn't buying it for a second.
It's so funny like seeing how some of these girls like on any of the shows bring up the cast trip. Like we know that there's going to be a cast trip. And the way that they bring it up sometimes is so natural that you're like, oh fuck, they're going on a trip.
The way Jody brings up to the girl, she's like, I have to go to work now. Fuck off. She's like, I'm here for work. You're not working.
Like filming your show. Yeah, we're all here for work, babe.
It's killing me. But first, before Toronto, we get the national anthems and Robin slays, but it's so funny. Jody lays it on thick afterwards with just Robin being like, "You're amazing!" Like in earshot of Mary. Fuck.
Yeah,
so good.
She needs to really like pick who she is friends with. Like, if you're going to be like a bit of a flip flop, that's fine, but make it known to everyone that you're friends with everyone, like a Reiko.
Yeah, totally.
You know. But she actually just was friends with everyone. Or Chica.
Yeah. Episode 6 is called Cold Shoulders and Hot Butts. These episode titles get crazy by the end. But
I would love to be the one to title.
Same.
Yeah.
It's my dream. It's my dream job.
Same.
Okay. Producer fuckery. We get Mary in Toronto for a gig. And this gig is like, so whatever. Jody surprises her son, Josh. Okay, and he's like, he's like, Mom, I just moved here. Like, leave me alone. Amanda wants a butt lift.
Don't we all?
And so they go to this like butt lift doctor's house.
Why are they going to a house?
I don't know, but he's like so creepy.
Yeah,
he's the guy that's like trying to skis onto all the ladies like on camera, and it's like, dude,
like we've got this as evidence now. Like, if I go missing, I know who it is.
Exactly. Yulia and Robin are Team Mary with this Toronto trip.
Well, finally,
which is good. So at this point, you're kind of like, yay. Yulia doesn't stay Team Mary for long though.
No,
which is a shame. But Robin is on the Mary train because she wants to try and ride the coattails.
She's thinking about her career.
She's thinking about her singing career.
She's got an anthem to sing back in the US.
Yeah, exactly. But these three also, these are the like non-sober girlies, so they actually go and like drink, which is fun. Mia springs a blindfold cake test on Jody. Mary's performance at this show, it's like outside of an office building.
Is it the opening?
No, this is just like Mary singing her song on TV, and like Robin does like backing vocals, but the mix is off.
That's right.
It sounds shit. I don't know.
That's right.
It's crazy. And then we get, Jody just doing Top Chef. And I don't know. This episode ends with a naked guy jumping into the pool at the butt lift house. And it's like, again, they're all like, ooh,
these
naked
women
man. I'm like,
some of these women are prudes. Like, most of them are married.
They're all trying to be so like ladylike.
Yeah. And it's like, we've seen what you're like when you drink.
I know. It's funny. Mary says, Ronnie doesn't have a drinking problem.
Oh.
And Jody calls bullshit. So for the first time, I'm kind of like, where's the lie? Like Jody's speaking truth.
Yeah.
Because Mary, come on, we all know Ronnie's got a problem.
Oh, well, yeah, she released... It's all she harped on about last season.
And she's trying to Mary's trying to protect Ronnie, but it's like, yeah, but we're not going to lie.
No, like you can soften the truth. You can do another white lie.
A white lie. Episode 7 is called Sweet and Soured. And we're still in Toronto. Ronnie and Mary go for lunch in this is like the tower or whatever. They confront the tension. It doesn't go well to begin with. This is so chaotic of Ronnie. Like they have a big bust up. She's like, "Who do you think you are? Don't talk to me like that." It's like unhinged Ronnie. And then again, 5 minutes later, they're like hugging and crying together. It's crazy.
I always when I've watched season 2 in the past, I've gone I've almost forgotten how much Ronnie is like a demon chaos. Yeah. Demon.
Yeah.
Like, she's all over the place. I'm thinking she can't be completely together right now.
Totally. Well, then Mary rocks up at this dinner that they're having, and Amanda throws Ronnie under the bus for being on Ativan. She's like, pop another pill, Ronnie. And of course, Ronnie does not appreciate that.
Yeah, but I don't think I would either. I'd be so pissed if someone...
But first she kind of lets it go, and then later on she's really denies.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm not sure if I believe that. Oh, then Jody, did you clock this bit? At the Top Chef garden party, Jody says to the two POC hosts of the show, you two look the same. That's a quote. And then she goes, all us brown girls look the same, don't we? Back to Jody. It's so awkward. And they just leave it in.
I didn't remember that.
It's like a blink and you miss it moment, but I had to write it down because I was like, that is crazy.
That's crazy. And this is for that time.
I know. It's wild. And this is her on set being running around pretending she's bestie. She's like, oh, me and the Top Chef cast, we're all best friends now. I'm like, you've just insulted them.
You've insulted everyone.
She's so
that's crazy.
Delusional.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, the girls will hop in a limo and rock up at the garden party for Top Chef Canada. This event is so shit. Yeah.
This isn't... How many episodes is season 2 again?
It's 10.
Okay.
And
so
we're on 7 currently. So it's wrapping up.
But all of their relationships are kind of fucked.
Yeah, and this is when Ronnie's spiraling. So she's at this thing. She's at this garden party. She denies being on pills or being an alcoholic, and then in the same breath, she's like, "Somebody fetch me champagne." She's slurring and falling over. It's actually this is when I started to feel really sad for Ronnie.
It's sad because she would just be in that loop of getting through something and going on fine, and then something happening from one an external aggressor, and then she's like, "Fuck, I don't know how to cope with this. The only way I know is a drink."
We get it. Also, to be on this show, fuck me,
I would need to be wasted
constantly.
Yeah.
And then in the car, she goes full Meredith Marks, and she's starts telling a story about Maximus or something. She's telling Greek fables,
and it's the pills kicked in.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, Mary tries to get Robin on side, but it's a hard sell. At a dinner in front of the girls, this is so fucked. Ronnie tells Mary that she needs a break from her. I'm like, oh, okay, how classy. Do it in front of everyone. It's horrible. Horrible.
Not even a phone call.
Yeah.
Recorded phone call for the show. You're going to do it in front of people?
It's not good.
No.
Yeah.
Also, if a friend told me, hey, I need a friendship break, no.
I would be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
What's
why?
going on? Yeah. It's It's not good.
No.
You can't help but think that Jody's got something to do with it as well.
Of course she does.
She's rubbing herself over it. Then Amanda arcs up out of nowhere and points in Mary's face and tells Mary to go fuck herself.
Yeah.
And Mary's like, go fuck myself? Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's like they just go too far at this point. Another Mary bully pile-on happens. Like, this poor woman. Episode 8 is quiet retreats and loud attacks. Robin gets a scolding from Jody for not coming to her big Top Chef event.
Okay, but like you just offended everyone. Like I don't want to go.
Do you remember why she didn't go though?
No.
She was hungover. Remember she like rocks up in her PJs to the limo and she's like, I'm so sorry, girls. I can't come. Truth is, I drank a little bit too much last night.
I do remember that.
So good.
Like the more that we're talking about Robin, the more I remember I do.
She was iconic.
Yeah, but like in
not
a way,
great, but just kind of
like not a great person,
No.
but like she had good intentions
absolutely
for the most part.
Yeah. Then Jody calls Mary a terrorist, Lucifer, and other things. And Robin is like, okay, what the fuck? And then this is when Jody threatens to cut her as well. She's like, I'm going to have to make you obsolete as well. I'm like, so she's just like threatening everyone now. It's like if you don't tell Jody that you're obsessed with her and you think she's Jesus, then she will like
get a hitman.
Seriously, it's fucked.
She's a piece of work.
But then this is when Robin like cements her like Team Mary status.
Yeah.
She goes over to see Mary and tells her everything, picks her side. Oh, then we get this psychic. Do you remember the psychic? It's like Ronnie sees a psychic to,
get some woo-woo.
Get some woo-woo. But the psychic is clearly a producer plant because she's just like, there's someone, their name starts with J or like OD, something like that. And she's in your life. Like this woman just straight away just brings up Jody. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, so there's a fan of season 1 here.
Yes. This psychic comes in and she does it again to Amanda as well. Amanda gets a reading and she also brings up the girls' drama. I'm like, fuck this.
Wait, have you had a reading before?
No, not really. It's not really my thing. TBH. What about you?
CC Jackie Gillies.
I did. Jackie Gillies did
an aura reading.
She did read my aura on the dance floor.
I listened to this podcast.
Yeah, oh good.
I'm a listener.
But besides that, not
Yeah.
really. It was a non-consensual reading of my aura.
Oh. Okay.
Have you had one? Are you into the woo-woo?
I'm a bit woo-woo.
Yeah.
When it serves me well.
I'm not saying no, but I'm just like I'm not. It's not something that I crave or seek.
Like when my horoscope is like a good one. Oh, I believe it. When it's bad, I'm like I don't believe any of this.
What's your sign?
Gemini.
Oh, okay. That's supposed.
It's actually a Gemini thing to say.
Isn't it supposed to be a bit crazy?
I've been called that before.
But then you could say that about all of them.
Yeah, but Gemini's the worst.
Particularly crazy. No, isn't Scorpio the worst? I don't know.
Totally.
Everyone's always like, oh God. Then Robin. This is why we love Robin. She's like, she brings up, in quotes, that lesbo thing. She's like, she says that when Ronnie was blackout, she told her that she fucked Mary, and I just was like, standing ovation to this show.
But like, did she mean like the way that she fucked Mary, like fucked her over, or like
True, it could have just been that. No, like lesed out.
That lesbo,
yeah,
that lesbo thing.
Robin's like, I need to know. I need to know. Was there lesbian behaviour? Do I need to pray to Jesus? Like, so crazy. Both of the girls deny this to this day, by the way. But
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that new podcast with those two.
Yeah, do. Yeah, so Ronnie and Mary did a podcast. It's like on Mary's podcast, like a few months ago, and it's amazing. Like,
do they talk about the show?
They talk about the show quite a bit. They talk about Jody,
behind the scenes stuff.
Yes. Yep. A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't have fond memories of the show, obviously.
It's
really interesting. And then Ronnie talks a lot about the passing of her son, which is really sad,
Right.
and what she's sort of doing in like the mental health advocacy space now, which is nice. And it's also sort of like how they've reconnected, and those two are like besties
Close
again.
Okay,
which is
that's nice. That's
really,
really
nice. Really, really nice. And Jody. No one's heard from Jody. They have no idea.
Well, it's like a
where
troll
Jody
went
is.
back under its
Yeah.
bridge.
But Robin and Ronnie are still friends. Apparently, Robin was like there for her in her time of need.
Well, that's nice.
Which is really nice. Yeah. But yeah, go watch it. It was quite cute. Also, it's funny to see what they look like now as well after all this time.
The same, just older.
Yeah, pretty much. So Robin asks Mary if she lesed out with Ronnie. Whilst in the bath as well, mind you. Like, Robin's like in a bubble bath.
So the original bath taker.
Yes.
Damn.
And she's like, no, Mary denies it. Robin is Gossip Girl. Like,
you know what? I need to rewatch season 2
yeah.
because I remember liking Robin, but then also just thinking, I can't tell.
It's the same read I had.
Because I was so used to seeing like the Mean Girls that having someone finally like a bit fun and pokey, I was like, it's not the show.
All the girls are together, and without Mary there, Robin is like next in line to be bullied. Like it's so they so rank them, don't they? And it's like now that Mary's not there, it's like, oh, who do we pick on now? And because she's Team Mary, they all kind of pick on Robin now, which is like, what the fuck? This is so weird. Like, Jody's just so toxic. The girls, without Mary, go on a yacht for Ronnie's birthday. Because this is where Ronnie and Mary are, like, fractured, like, not seeing each other anymore. She's on the break. Ronnie's back on the booze as well, which is like...
Back on it, or...?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And then, it kind of erupts then. The alcoholism stuff comes back up, and doesn't end well.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much you could take of someone calling you something, and if it was an actual issue at that stage,
you
know.
Especially when Robin is there to call her out. So, episode 9 is called War and Piece of Cake.
Is this the tea party?
I think so. Jody... Oh, was that the last? No, I think that's the final. The Alice in Wonderland tea party is the final, which is
fucked.
We're almost there. Jody continues to troll Mary,
naturally,
and this is gross. She like rips off the gifted, like Amanda's gifted like Hermes bracelet and throws it into the ocean. It's the original Victoria Reese.
It's very, very Titanic.
Yes, she's like, oh darling, that's fake Hermes. Let's go to Hermes. I'll get you a real one, darling.
Can you imagine if it was real?
It fucking probably was. Like, anyway,
we'll go to the glass house and get you a real one.
Glass house,
a real vintage one, not secondhand.
Yeah, no, we don't stock secondhand, just vintage. Mary's actual friends throw her a birthday party, which is very nice. So then we start to see it's like, oh, she does have all these friends, and just none of them are on the cast of this show. Surprise, surprise.
I think she could have benefited from actually having a good friend coming.
Marika. They should have put Marika on, or literally anyone else. There's all these people at her party. I'm like, any of these women could have been on.
Yeah.
But they fucking trolled her.
Poor Dell.
There's more Mary bashing at Yulia's birthday. When she doesn't show, but I wouldn't show either. Like they're all really like, they're mean to Mary if she doesn't come to something, but then if she is there, they bully her to her face. So it's like she can't win.
She can't win, and it's just because she was like the nice one out of all, like pretty much the nicest one out of all of them. That was a bit weak.
Yeah. Mary goes to a matchmaker, and Robin is like, push them hard to get like a nice guy with a big dick and all this stuff. It's really funny.
I would love to go to a matchmaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. It's like these two women. It's hilarious. Jody convinces most of the girls not to go to Mary's birthday. This was so horrible. This is like the worst thing I think Jody does on the show. She like calls up everyone. She's like, darling, Yulia, what are you doing Friday night? And Yulia's like, oh, I'm going to Mary's birthday party. Oh, no, you're not. You're coming to hang out with me.
It's
like,
so cruel.
Disgusting.
It's so cruel. I just couldn't imagine like the energy that woman is putting into hating someone.
Yeah.
She would be exhausted every night.
Why are you so obsessed with Mary?
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yeah.
She would be exhausted.
She'd be exhausted.
She spends a lot of time
I'm exhausted.
thinking, I need a blue Tulum after this.
I need to see the bottle of it
Yeah, get
again.
it up.
Blue Tulum.
Over at Jody's dinner that they have at the same time as Mary's birthday, which is horrible, she calls Mary a sociopath. And then Jody's like laughing. She's like, no one's at her birthday. Ha ha ha. It's like, you are just evil. And then she makes yet another death threat. She says, Jody says that they should give Mary a bomb and, I quote, blow her up once and for all. Oh God, the blue in the bottle.
Foul.
But like, how can you be on TV saying that you want to blow someone up? It's just like,
it just doesn't fly.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I think like anything of those like physical violence against, like, don't tell someone that you're going to like do that. Like if you're going to hit them, just...
If you're going to do it, just do it. Don't tell me about it. Yeah. The final episode is called In Costume and Out of Control. And yes, it's this Alice in Wonderland party.
It's fucked.
It's
up.
fucked. Like,
they all pull a kicking and screaming.
It's hard. And this was, I watched this, I'm like, they're not coming back from this. No one. The production aren't coming back from this. The cut, like, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just remember them, like, all sitting down, dressed up as, like, slutty Alice in Wonderland characters.
Yeah. But then shaming Mary. They're like, oh, she looks like a whore and all this stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like, you're all dressed up in that adult sex store version of Alice in Wonderland.
And Jody going through everyone and giving them their like character and being
It's
like,
so bad.
give Mary like a toad or like a mushroom or something. I'm like,
it's so
it's
bad.
not even funny. Like,
but then they're screaming at each other. There's, you know, people are crying. They're walking off, and it's like, like this is either going to be the best reunion we've ever seen, or they're not rocking up.
Yeah,
it turned out.
Yeah, and then I got to say, like, Mary is a class act. She even confronts Jody at the very end. She's like, "No, I'm not letting this bitch just like do this." She goes, Jody, if I have done something for you to think that like this behavior is warranted, or whatever, I'm really sorry. Like like Mary apologized to her.
And I believe it was genuine.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And what does Jody do? Fucking, you have bad breath was the response. And that's kind of how the show ends.
So
and you're just like,
distasteful.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, if you were doing this show and that was how your last episode was, there's no fucking way I'd be going back for it. No. I wonder if they'll do a reboot.
I'd be down for it. I don't know how you would do it. Like, did you watch Toronto?
The one season?
The one season, right?
Half of it.
Not good. All right, I won't bother.
It wasn't. It was just like, there were some good characters.
Yeah.
But I don't want any of like the Canadian Housewives to be like, in my mind, the Toronto girls.
Okay, gotcha.
You know?
Well, it's interesting because, we always whinge about, you know, how bad we've got it over here at the moment. We want our Melbourne girlies back. We want Sydney to be a bit better, you know. But it's like, I feel like the Canadian franchises were truly cursed.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel I feel very grateful for.
Well, we got like 5 seasons out of Melbourne. We got 3 out of Sydney.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are things that like we've heard that are coming out or, you know, being talked about.
But I want better for our Canadian girlies. I really want more Housewives.
Well, they were going to do. There was this thing I read. I feel like a bit mumsy doing it with my pinky. It's like when they zoom up with like, no, they were meant to do
like a reunion.
RHOV set to film a 2-part reunion in July, 10 years after filming the final season.
This July?
No, it never happened. But it was meant to have Ronnie, Mary, Christina, Jody, Ulia, Amanda, Reiko, and Robin.
Amazing.
There's a lot of names with R's.
Yeah, there is actually.
In this.
I'd be down for that. I just, I can't imagine. But like, I would need to see
Ronnie's son. that whole incident is what cancelled it.
Oh, okay, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, that's
really sad. But
and just Jody, like, we can't have her back on screen unless she's going to be like a changed woman, and I just can't see that happening.
not even 10 years after?
I don't know. Can you? She hasn't.
No.
To my knowledge, she's not come out and sort of
and like even
addressed
after all
anything.
the stuff with her daughter that happened, the drive-by.
Yeah. Okay, so that's wild.
That's wild. Like you'd think there'd be a little bit of like,
Yeah.
you know, she's a changed woman now.
No, but she's so pretentious and she's so like, nothing to see here. I'm a perfect person. So she would.
And her youngest daughter got taken off her.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I've got to do more deep diving on Miss Jody.
Yeah.
But fuck, I'm kind of scared too. It's like,
it's a black hole.
I don't want her coming for me. Fuck.
Why?
I don't know. Like, even talking about it, I feel like I'm like summoning a demon.
Bloody Mary.
I feel like this. Yeah, I feel like we have just through doing these episodes, we've conjured
in the middle of the night. You'd be like, what was that?
We've disrupted a ghost that was lying dormant. Anyway, well, if you don't hear from us ever again, you know what's happened.
Miss Clayman.
Daniel, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
What a marathon, but incredible show.
I'm going to rewatch the rest of season 2 because I remember I loved it, but it just felt like disjointed. Season 1 was like my favorite.
It was the slog. We like loved 1. Yeah. Loved. And 2 was like, it's like,
there were parts
it's like
of it.
lore, like you need to see it, but it was a slog. By the end. I was like, make it stop.
And also, it's the only Housewives show that I remember being physically exhausted after watching. I'm like, my mind hurts.
Yeah.
Well, so's my heart. No.
I know. Well, let's go get fucking wine drunk and
some Blue Tulum
style. Bye-bye.
Bye.